in the world is happening on Wall Street.
Two-year note yields went from 190 to 166.
Down 1.7% here, a loss of 37 points or so. Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5% generally across these markets.
Because we're now down 43%.
How in the world did the 2008 global financial crisis happen? Hello everybody and welcome back to Finance Frog, where we save smart and invest smarter. Today we're hopping into one of the biggest economic events of the 21st century, the 2008 global financial crisis. If you have not already, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for all future videos. Without further ado, let's begin. To understand how the crisis happened, let's go back to the early 2000s. The US housing market was booming, and home prices were skyrocketing. Buying a house seemed like a safe investment, because prices just kept going up. Banks and financial institutions noticed this trend and started lending to more people, even those with low credit scores. These were known as subprime mortgages. Since banks believed home prices would keep rising, they thought these loans would be safe, even if borrowers had trouble paying them back. To make things more complicated, banks didn't just hold on to these mortgages, they bundled thousands of these loans together and created complex financial products called mortgage-backed securities, or MBS. These were then sold to investors all over the world. These securities were seen as profitable investments, but they were often filled with high-risk subprime loans. On top of that, there were other financial products like credit default swaps and collateralized debt obligations, or CDOs, which only added more risk and complexity. Many investors didn't fully understand how risky these products were. In 2006, the housing market hit its peak, and soon after, home prices started to fall. This was a problem because many people with subprime mortgages couldn't afford their monthly payments, and they owned more on their mortgages than their homes were worth. This led to a wave of foreclosures. As foreclosures increased, the value of mortgage-backed securities plummeted. This led to huge losses for banks, financial institutions, and investors around the world. Many big banks had taken on too much risk and were suddenly facing billions of dollars in losses. What started as a crisis in the US housing market quickly spread across the globe. Financial institutions worldwide had invested in American mortgage-backed securities, and when these investments started to fail, it created a domino effect. Countries like the UK, Germany, and many others saw their own financial institutions suffer heavy losses. To prevent the financial system from collapsing, the US government and other countries stepped in with massive bailouts. In the US, the Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, was introduced to inject money into struggling banks and keep them from failing. But these bailouts were controversial. Many people felt it was unfair to use taxpayer money to rescue banks that had taken on too much risk. This financial crisis led to a severe recession. Millions of people lost their jobs, homes, and savings. It was one of the darkest economic periods for many people around the world. The 2008 global financial crisis taught us that unchecked risk-taking and complex financial products can have devastating effects. It reminded us of the importance of strong regulations and accountability in the financial sector. If you did learn anything from this video today, please leave a like and subscribe. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Remember to always save smart and invest smarter.